Oh yeah, we're live. That's it.
That was a great
That was fast.
countdown.
5, 4, we're live.
We're live.
Ah.
Well, hello. Welcome, Wayward Gamers to the Emporium. I am Jay, also known as NeoFet3 on the socials, and I am your GM of fun, your host here at the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer for tonight's game, our special game of the Legends of the Natural Ones, our Pathfinder 2E actual play. So thank you for joining us now live, or thank you for joining us later on the VOD. But before we jump in, and we have a special announcement because we have a special guest tonight. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. And but before we jump in, we have to introduce these wonderful and talented players of Oz. Carrie, how are you doing, and who are you
Hello.
playing?
I am doing amazing. I'm Carrie, and I play Brynn. She is our half-elf rogue person, and she's always getting into some kind of a mischief, usually involving alcohol. and it's always a fun time. So I'm pumped to play, and yay!
Excellent. Thank you so much. Jeff, how are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. Thank you so much, Jay. Hi, everybody. I am Jeff, and I'm playing Aviro Starborn. He's our teenage high elf wizard slash coward.
Did you say
Uh,
hot teenage high elf?
did I?
It
I don't.
sounded like I think you
I
just
think I started
like
to say hi, and
I
then
see.
went to teenage
I apologize.
high elf,
Continue.
and then switched to teenage high elf.
I
Okay.
see.
Well, he hasn't started yet, but
He hasn't started yet.
He's so hot.
He's so hot because
He's so hot.
it's very warm in those robes. It's very warm in those robes.
that could be true. And there has been some lady attraction to him on various
Oh, yeah.
occasions.
There's been several.
Yes.
Makes no sense.
It's a ladies' man.
And all of them been denied? Yeah, I think all of them.
Because he has no clue.
Yep.
Not that he has no game.
No
He
clue and
has
no
clue.
interest. Like
Yeah.
he's into his books
I
and
would
he
say-
likes what he likes.
I would say he has slight clue on one.
He has slight clue. I have purse. That's amazing, dude.
Oh,
I love
always a pleasure, Jeff. Thank you. And last but never least, the man, the myth, the legend.
Don't go there. I am Jim. I'm Hawkmere1 on Twitter, and I'm playing Glastoc, Steelcloak, our dwarven.
Did you say hot mirror?
Yeah, yes, hot mirror.
Actually, I didn't, but that's we went there. Thank you, everyone.
I'm wearing a tank top.
There we go. There we got the guns out.
Guns out. Let's go.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us here at the Emporium. We want to thank our affiliates of Talon and Claw and Smuggler's Coffee. Go check them out. They should be jumping in our information in our chats soon on where you can find them and all that good stuff. But besides that, we're going to dive in. The last episode, the group found a shard. They found Narnia's plane of existence where they had to jump from asteroid to asteroid with some clever magic and flying. They were getting chased by some very unusual beasts and made it out just in the nick of time. And with that, they collected themselves. There was a message from Pepper asking what happened to them and where, because there was some damage and they've been missing for a while. So there was some timey-wimey stuff that a month has gone by in this process. And they went up and got a good night's sleep, a good rest, a bath, and some drinking. And we are going to pick up in the morning because we are at the Roadside Inn, which is also called Grizzled with double D's and double Z's. And it is we have to thank Jim Zub for the inspiration for that, because that inspiration came from Skull Kickers, his wonderful magazine comic book of years ago. So we want to definitely thank Jim Zub for the inspiration that we had for that particular tavern and Roadside Inn, because there's some strange stuff about this inn. It's Brynn kind of figured that out, that she's been here before, but not here, but from a different.
Been here, but not here.
But here, yeah. But we pick up in the morning as breakfast is being served, and several individuals are relaxing, and I leave it to the crew and the players. What would you like to do? Because you do have a goal today or tonight. So,
Carrie's question:
Yes.
What is our goal tonight?
you are going to go to the other side
We
door.
have the other door.
The
that
other
goes
door.
on.
There were two. I
there were
forgot.
two.
Okay,
Except
okay.
this one, according to Aviro, we have to earn for us a fairly high level magic spell
Okay.
to get it to function.
Okay.
4th level
So,
spell.
Yeah.
Brynn is eating breakfast and having an Irish coffee.
Yeah. Glastoc's eating 2 breakfasts since he was a little undernourished.
Yes.
Because of
Yeah.
last week.
Jeez Louise.
Aviro is eating oatmeal with honey and berries.
Oh, such a health nut.
Now, is he devouring it as fast as possible so that we can go
Mhm.
to the other door? Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Brynn
He's
is
eating
taking her.
very
Brynn is
quickly.
intentionally
But
taking
it's
her
too
time.
hot, so he has to slow down.
Right. But
He has
he's
to do like
actually
that.
instead of the mage hand feeding him, he's actually doing it himself because
Yeah.
he knows he'll go faster.
Yeah.
Right? Or it's like both. He's like alternating.
And he's too excited that he doesn't even think to prestidigitate it cooler.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. He is excited.
So he's really focused on what he's doing. Okay, so Brynn is eating her breakfast and she is taking her time and she's like, "So this other door, what exactly do we need to do to get into it again?"
Well, first, what we have to do is go around, and you have to have the Wayfinder out. And what we need to do is cast a 4th level spell at it, and then the runes will light up. And then we'll have to know, because I don't exactly know what's going to happen exactly at that particular moment. But once we read it, then I'll probably have a better idea. It says Neko on it with this green door, and it's got a cat motif. I don't quite understand. I've been pouring through my tomes all night trying to figure out what this word means, and I have no idea, and I can't find it anywhere. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Are you done yet?
Brynn has taken one bite in this time. And she
What?
is kind of like, I imagine she has a bite on her fork as she's been listening to this, and then she like takes it slowly and then looks over at
What?
Glastoc.
I've got one question. This is a Jim question,
Okay, yes.
and specifically to Jeff, so that we can discuss this. Do we actually call them 4th level spells?
Oh, that's a good
Like,
question.
what would we
In
call
the
them?
world, a
Yeah.
powerful spell, a very powerful spell.
Um,
That's a good question.
yeah, that's an excellent question.
What's the level?
Um,
Hmm. I
Or
would say it's more of a J question because it's his world that we're playing
Mhm.
in.
based off of the I would be like spell power, spell energy, you know,
Energy
energy
Yeah,
level.
level.
but yeah, I guess the thing is would we use the number? Is the because in reality, like the highest level spell would be 9, right?
Yeah.
So this is like a mid-level spell.
Yeah,
So it's
So
like
mid-level.
a
you have to
So
big
maybe like
cast.
a
You
power.
have to cast
mid-level
a.
spell. Yeah.
Okay,
You have to
yeah,
cast a
mid power.
semi-powerful spell
Yeah,
at the
semi-powerful
door.
An,
spell or
or a
something.
mid-level spell, you know.
Or I guess Aviro would say for us, it's like we have to
The
use
most
like
powerful thing.
our the most powerful magic we have at our disposal.
Current disposal. Yeah.
Yeah,
I see.
I just yeah.
Well, so tell me something, Aviro. And Brynn takes another bite, and she just says, "If you use up one of your powerful spells, like, is that going to be okay? Like, what if we like encounter something to fight on the other side?"
It's the only way to get. Excuse me. It's the only way to get the door open. It is what it is. It's the cost of entry.
All
Doesn't
right.
have to be
Well,
me. Glasstalk could certainly do it.
I was going to say, Glastoc, we will have to protect our comrade then. He's usually so helpful in battles.
Yeah.
And Brynn takes
Hey,
another
that
bite.
sounded like sarcasm.
No, no, Aviro. You are very useful
No,
in the
no,
field of
no.
fighting.
Yes, yes.
And
Yeah,
yeah.
it's probably more prudent for me to use my magic as opposed to Aviro to use his.
That makes
Um,
sense. Because you're
Out of
still
game,
with.
do you have more spell slots?
I
I
have
only
5.
have 3 4th level spell slots.
Yeah, I have 5.
Okay, yeah, you.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
So
good
it's
stuff.
harder for you to get tapped out than you. And I point at Glastoc. You're more. Are you saying you're more powerful than Aviro?
Um,
I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
You'll have to forgive me. I don't
I
know how
wouldn't
any of this
I
magic
wouldn't
works.
it's different. It's different.
yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm more powerful than
Are
Aviro.
are you more powerful than Temin?
Yes,
Shit.
very much.
All
But
right.
then again, I think I'm more powerful than you, and more powerful than you, and more powerful than just about anybody. But that's just me.
Yeah. Um,
Let's just agree to say it's different.
Sounds like somebody who knows they're weaker.
Hey.
And then I bap Aviro, like I'm just kind of joking.
Yes,
I'm
you are more
kidding, Brynn.
powerful. Fine.
I'm kidding,
Ow.
Aviro. I'm kidding. It's different. I'm more powerful at arm bruises, and you're more powerful at building and hiding behind walls.
This is true.
Ooh, ooh, that's gonna sting.
I meant it as a
It's
compliment.
it's
I'm
100% accurate. Bryn has yet to conjure and hide behind a wall. I'm much better at that than she is.
yes. Glastoc is better at his cool flask thing that fills up all the time with whatever you want. That's his means of mastery. We're quite a team.
Are you done yet?
Most. Hero, don't rush me. And Bryn does try to speed it up just a little bit, and eventually, pretty soon, she's finished. Is Glastoc done with both his breakfasts?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Jay, just so you're aware, because even with the rest overnight, I'm still down some hit points.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the healing that I can do with my healer's gloves, which gives me 2d6 plus 7. That way I don't waste any of my spell slots.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Did you waste them last night? Would you have had some spell slots available before you went to bed?
oh yeah, I would have.
Then
Okay.
you could heal yourself.
Okay. Yeah. Good point. All right.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'm done with breakfast, and I imagine we are going to, I would say hitting the road, but like the door is right there.
Yeah. Like all we got to do is walk outside and walk around
Yep.
Around the corner.
Yep.
around the corner.
So yeah.
So as you
Laststock's going to take a piece of toast with him and any other dried food that he can stuff into his pockets so that he's not stuck with no food again.
Because yeah, you were kind of stuck on that asteroid for a while. Weren't you there, buddy? Yeah. Because Glastoff went in early and he spent a good few weeks there.
Yeah.
So
2 weeks.
ran out of food too.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm. Choices.
Yes.
So as you
That's not going to happen again, by the way.
We are going in arm in arm.
so
Yeah,
as you
we're tying a rope around each other, just like we did last time.
so as you step out the door and you kind of go around to the side door. The side door is closed.
Mhm.
And what would you like to do?
Go immediately to the door.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All righty.
So,
Yep, go ahead.
so Aviro,
Yes.
does this have to be a particular type of spell?
Not as far as I can tell, just anything of that particular energy grade.
Okay.
And you see
Bryn's
this,
just standing there with her sword just kind of like,
and it's a green door with that metal-looking cat on it, and you see some strange language, and it says Neko, um, uh, Kithe, and it's just like I said, strange language, nothing that you've seen before, but with your comprehend languages that you did, that's what you were able to get. What would you like to do?
So Glastoc will cast Remove Curse, which is a spell rank 4 at the door.
Okay. And as you place your hand, you cast that and you kind of place that energy into the door.
Yeah.
Suddenly the light, what color is your magic?
Glastoc's magic is white since it's angelic.
Divine. Yeah.
Yeah.
cool.
So immediately as your hand goes on the door and that white, suddenly the at the bottom of the door frame starts these runes of white color shifting to greenish color, like transitioning from a white to a white green to a light green to a bright green, and then it just kind of all of them just kind of go just illuminating at this point, And then when it gets to the top, it comes back down the color scheme and it all turns green, this bright green color. And the doorknob, which you thought you saw a doorknob before, but this time the doorknob actually has a rune on it, and it looks different than what you originally thought you saw. What would you like to do?
Pull out rope and tie it to each of us so that
Right.
we are all linked by rope.
Can I check it
And
for
10 feet of
traps?
rope.
While he's like tying it onto the back of my belt, can I
Sure.
check the door for traps? Perfect. I will. All right, here I go. Checking for traps, making a check. It is a perception.
Yeah, perception. Yeah.
That's a nat 1, so it doesn't matter.
Woohoo!
Put it on the list.
Jeez.
Put it on the list.
Brynn, it's trapped.
Living up to our name.
Oh, it's trapped. Like, boys, we have a problem. Trapped. I don't know
Okay.
how. Can't really see anything, but I know
Probably a
better than
magical
to,
trap.
yeah, I know better than to go against my instincts. I think it's trapped.
Can't you disable traps? I thought that's what you did.
Yes, I can. I'll try. I would like to try to disable this mysterious magic trap. Thievery check.
Thievery check.
That's a 21.
Nice.
You think you did something that
All
may have
right.
done, or you
Never fear,
bluffed
gentlemen.
enough of it.
This is the thing that I am best at. I have disabled the trap.
Hooray.
Don't worry. We
I
are
suggest
safe.
I suggest we link arms as we walk through the door so as to not separate again like last time.
I agree wholeheartedly.
All right.
You
So-
agree with me?
I
Yes.
link
Glastoc, I didn't know
arms
you
with
cared.
Aviro.
Yeah, so I would assume Brynn and Glastoc get on either side of Aviro because we
Yep.
don't want him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you're linking, you're not going to go straight. You have to go sideways in. Who's going in first? Brynn or
God.
Glastoc?
I'll go first. I think Glastoc's a little gun shy.
Is it wide enough for two people to go in at the same time?
No. It is not.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll
it's
go
a
first,
normal,
but I'm
Side
holding
it's a normal standard size door.
Aviro, Brynn would never admit that she's a little nervous, but you feel like as she gets close to the door, her grip on you gets tighter.
And as soon right before she goes through, he turns and he kisses her on the cheek and says, "For luck."
Oh my god!
Oh God.
Brynn's eyes light up. He's like,
And then
He'd stumble. She
you
would
get-
definitely stumble.
as you get pulled in, as Glastoc goes, Aviro goes.
Well, Glastoc's pushing as fast as
Oh, that's right.
possible. As they're going through.
Pushing. And kind of that stumble as Brynn kind of falls in a little bit with Aviro and then Glastoc. And all of a sudden, as the door as you open the door and you go through, you can't see anything as you open the door. It's kind of weird. But as you walk in, Brynn, you kind of catch yourself, but suddenly you stumble in to this large room with several benches and seating area, and a coat rack kind of next to you. And there are several individuals sitting eating meals at in this large, like probably 20 by 60-foot room. And like I said, there's several small tables and benches all over. There's like a bar area where like a seating area down to the right. And like where a cooking station is behind. And next to where there's a door. And you see a waitress, a blonde elf kind of with long ears, wearing a waitress outfit, with an apron, kind of coming and serving. And she kind of yells, grab a seat anywhere you'd like. And you can tell that this is a restaurant.
I look at Aviro, I'm like, and I call back to the girl, I'm like, all right. And I look at Aviro and I like shrug.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I
This
kind of
is-
let go. I let go of Aviro and I go just start looking for a table.
There's one kind of to the left a little bit. Yeah.
I go and I sit down at the table. At the very least, this will just give us time to think.
Are you untying yourselves as well?
I don't think I would. Brynn is not aware enough. I think she would let go of Aviro's arm, but she doesn't untie herself.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Just wondering because it's gonna be a little hard because like it's a 4-person table. So like Glastoc is you and Brynn and Aviro could sit on one side, but Glastoc wouldn't be able to fit with that rope. So
We
it'd
just
be
run the
It's a
table over top of the table. We just run the rope over top of the table.
It's 10 feet of rope. It's
Okay.
10 feet of rope
in
between
so
us.
you got a long length between us. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
got
as you kind of
enough
sit
length.
down, and you're looking around, everyone give me a perception check, please.
Is it
Yeah.
initiative?
No, it is not initiative.
Got a 27 perception.
7,
Got a 16.
19.
19. Um, as you're looking around, this is a restaurant. This is a full-fledged, like really nice, strange ornaments restaurant. There are certain items in here you have never seen before. On the wall, there's painting. Yes.
So we just materialized in this place.
Yes. At the front door. There was
Okay.
a door behind you. There was a door behind you as you walked in, as if you walked in to a restaurant.
Walked in through a door.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So it's not like we just all of a sudden poof
No.
We just
appeared.
poofed into here.
You
Okay.
actually, it's as if you walked in through a door and there's you as you
Okay.
look back, there's a door there.
All right. Because if nobody reacted, I would be really worried.
Right. They're all just like, welcome. Can I pull I pull out the wayfinder and I kind
Mhm.
of like I don't show anybody. I kind of like keep it to myself, but I want to open it and see what it's doing if it's
It's
pointing
glowing.
at anything. I
Okay.
snap
And
it
it's
shut and I put it away and I'm like, the wayfinder is glowing. We are close.
and
Well, now I wish I hadn't have had breakfast because all of this smells wonderful.
it
Well-
does. There is some really good smell.
I'll tell
And
you what, let's split something.
I mean, I'm game.
Yes.
What
Ma'am.
mozzarella sticks and boneless
Yes,
wings?
I
What
want
is
some fucking boneless wings. Let's go. Bring extra blue cheese, please.
And as you notice that there's out of the, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 tables that are kind of in the area. And there's probably 3 of them, including yourselves, that are full, or 4 of them that are full, including you. And then there's some individuals sitting at the counter where the food is being prepped, and you see a gentleman behind in a what appears to be a white outfit with a tall white hat, cooking behind the thing, and um you see a wizard with a gray hat, pointy, sitting next to another gentleman wearing some strange armor, having a toast and just kind of sitting there, chatting and having some food. Um, and you hear the blonde elf comes up and says, um, "Oh, 3 of you. Oh," and she kind of looks at the rope. It's like, "Oh, um, can you read Tadorian Common?"
I look at Aviro immediately, like, can we?
Yes.
Yes, and Taldorian Common is pretty much common amongst Galarian,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
a specific. But there's a the dialect is a little bit
Oh.
different from that city and that country. It's like Valyrian Common. There's a little bit of a. It's all the same common, but it's a little bit different in the.
Is it feasible? So this is like Bronx, New York.
Yes.
So this is like, what are you talking about? So question. Is it reasonable for a semi-literate person to be able to like
Yes.
with context clues figure out what's on this menu?
Yes.
We do. Thank
Oh,
you.
And she hands you the menu. Your waitress will be with you in just a moment. And she kind of comes up and she's kind of helping out with some few other things. And
Oh, this is nice.
there's some other individuals. And what you notice, Brynn, you notice pirate garb. A female with long red hair with an eye patch over her eye with a big cutlass on her side, wearing the unusual almost like red mantis um like curve symbol on the side of her armor.
Mm-hmm.
Which you
Do I
with your
recognize
20,
her?
it is the Red Mantis Assassin Guild. And with that
Oh,
27,
fuck.
you are fairly confident that is the Pirate Queen.
Okay. As Bryn is getting done saying, "Well, this is nice. We should just relax here for a little bit and regain our strength." Oh shit.
What? What's the problem?
Nothing.
You only do
Just
that when there's
don't look.
someone you
Just
don't want to look at.
Mm,
Like
don't
someone
look
you don't
now.
want to look at.
Shh.
And she's enjoying having breakfast with another crewmate. Just kind of sitting there, just having breakfast, not paying any attention to anyone else, and just enjoying some coffee and some ale, and she's just enjoying herself and having fun and just enjoying the savoriness of the food.
Jay, are
Eileen-
there?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
No,
Are there any
you first.
windows?
No,
Any
there
points
is
of
not.
egress? Good.
There's no windows.
No windows.
God.
Is it
I lean
just
in. I
the
lean
one
in, and I
door?
gesture for
Yes,
the boys
but
to lean in as well.
there is a door that leads to the kitchen, but it's a swinging door, so it's not an actual door, just a passageway that
Right.
leads to the kitchen. And there's some areas that it's out of view from the kitchen.
I gesture for the boys to lean in. I'm like, we're probably fine because she seems like she's in a good mood right now. Right
Waitress?
over there. No, 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 not the waitress. See the woman right behind me. Don't look right away, but God, Vera! And she kicks him under the table. Have you either of you ever heard of the Red Mantis Assassins Guild?
What would we roll to figure
They're
that
like
out?
I
notorious.
think so.
Yeah, you've heard of them.
Oh, okay.
I
They're-
have lore
they're-
sailing
Have
and
I?
lore underworld, so
Yes.
those are both my things.
Yeah.
Is that a society thing?
Yeah, or gather
Society.
in for yeah, give me a society roll.
That
Yeah,
is
well, you
something that
know.
would be talked about
14.
in
5.
Yeah,
I got
only in
no
legend.
clue.
you've heard of them. They're Aviro, they're supposedly a myth of these mysterious assassins. But
They're
Aviro
not
or
real.
Glastoc, you've relatively heard of them. You didn't know much about them, but you know that the other pirate looks like he's from the Shackles. They look like pirates. But Glastoc, you also see what appears to be clothing from Geb, which is the desert continent southeast of Mauricia. Like
Anyway,
weeks to months of travel away.
so
And
Make sure you drink your milk or the Red Mantis Assassins will come get you.
no, shh, Aviro.
That's what they all say.
I am under the impression, I am getting the vibe that you don't believe they're real. They
course they're
are
not real.
very much so real. They are right over there.
But see,
All
you
right,
also know the
all right.
legend of the Pirate Queen Red. She is a pirate queen and part of the Red Mantis Assassins Guild. So
But
she
to
is a
Aviro, she's like the
legendary.
Krampus.
Yeah,
She's like
she's
she's the boogeyman
legendary-
that they scare the kids
Yeah.
with. So yes, okay, Brynn, I'm a bit old to be believing in the Pirate Queen. All right, fine, if you say so,
I
but all
lean
right.
over, like perfectly displaying the pirate queen as I move out of the way.
Oh, that's a great costume. Look, she's got the with the hair and everything.
Aviro,
What?
stop! She will kill everybody in here, and she won't even blink.
All
She has
right.
killed so many people, Aviro. So many people. I've like known people she's killed. It's a real thing.
All right. All right. Sake of argument, I will believe you.
You're such a dick. You are such a dick. Do our mozzarella sticks come right at that time?
No, you haven't ordered yet. You
Yeah,
haven't
we haven't
ordered
ordered
yet. They're
yet.
waiting.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm answering. I just go, you are such a dick. That spinach dip looks phenomenal.
It really does.
Yeah, actually, yeah, but it's breakfast mode. So you have one side is lunch
with like an
and
egg.
one
It's like a key.
and
Oh,
bread, and the breakfast menu. So it's like you've got mojitos, you've got a whole bunch of like these strange words like Keisha or quiche, chicken, and
God.
and you're like, you're not sure what these dishes are, but you think, and they give descriptions below them of like these extravagant types of breakfast dishes, fluffy
Que-
pancakes.
Quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
Um, Aviro, as you're kind
Yes.
of looking up and you, for a quick second, you look up and you notice that the gentleman at the counter, with the gray hat
Chef.
and the gray hat,
Oh, the
wizard's
wizard.
hat,
Mm-hmm.
he is definitely a wizard. And he's got a
Mhm.
longer white beard. And
As
you,
one should.
yes, but you pick up an arcane rune. Only one at this particular look, but you do see an arcane rune on him, on his cloak. And it's hard to see from the front, but he kind of turns once in a while, talking to his friend next to him.
It seems it's likely a brooch of shielding or some kind of defensive mechanism. That's the
Give me an
standard.
arcana roll, please.
In the meantime, Brynn orders a mimosa. It's great.
There you go. Or your
Ooh,
This is just
academic
orange juice,
or
FYI.
academic.
33. 33.
Hey, there he is.
And then you realize that is the Wizards Class 1 of the special Eldori Academy of Instructors.
Oh.
He is the top
Oh.
1% of 1% of the wizard instructors and probably 19th level.
Is it finally sinking in for you that the woman over there could snap your neck by looking at you?
What woman?
You know, the
No,
actual
there's an
deadliest woman on the
instructor.
seas.
When there's an instructor, there's a Tal'Darian
Where?
instructor over there, right there, the wizard with the big hat and the beard and the rune. He's a first top tier instructor at the Tal'Darian Wizard Academy. Oh,
Oh, wow. So King of the Nerds.
gee, sorry. I got too excited and all my books fell over.
Oh, Jesus. That's Aviro. That's what he said. Somehow.
And then
Wow.
as you're kind of looking at this, Glastoc,
Yes.
you notice something as well. There's a dwarf in the corner at the other table. And he is drinking in the morning. He's got another comrade.
That's-
Aren't we all?
yeah.
But he appears to be with a half elf sitting there.
Is it a
And
female himself?
no, it is a male half elf.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about this being the opposites of Brynn and I.
I was thinking that too, brother. We were on the same wavelength. I was like, this is bizarro us.
But you did see that he has some armor on him, and his clan is very, very present. And what you can see is the name of that clan again. Dang it. I had it, but I don't have it in front of me.
Steel Cloak. It's Steel
No,
Cloak, Jay.
it's not Steel Cloak.
It's an ancient ancestral enemy, I'll bet.
Yes, it is. It's the
Yeah.
it's the
I always worry whenever Jay asks me questions about our characters outside of the game.
Do you have anybody who's ever like really hurt you? Like hurt your family?
that particular clan is here. And what you can tell, it's the leader of the clan
Oh, great.
there. And he's just sitting there eating
The Gold Brewers.
the Gold Brewers. Yes, he is
Fuck,
the
it's the
leader Gold
Brewers.
Brewers.
Gold Diggers, more like.
Vero, I don't think that means what you think it means.
And then as you're mulling around, suddenly this large, beautifully strong and muscular human female steps out from the back
It's Alona Mar.
wearing an apron as she comes up to your table and says in a calming, in a comfortable voice, may I have your order? And something oddly looks very familiar about
I was gonna say,
this person.
can
Tall
Can
pepper.
Aviro recognize from his research
Yes.
who this is? Yeah, I thought so.
And we're gonna go to break. And we'll be
Oh,
right
no,
Yeah.
in
boy.
just a moment as we find out who this could be. One moment, everyone.
Amazing. Amazing.
everyone, and welcome back. Thank you for this short, brief, and we have a new player. Dun, 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 dun.
Woo!
Da-da-da.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
Ryan, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being our wonderful special guest. Because as the audience may know, that suddenly this large barbarian of a woman, a muscular woman, steps up in a maid outfit and says,
Maid outfit.
not a maid outfit, excuse me, a waitress outfit.
Wow.
I mean,
Sorry.
I'm picturing the cafe server outfits kind of reminiscent to that. So, very short, cropped blonde hair too. And she says, "Welcome to the Nikasu Cafe. What would you like? You've had time to see the menu, review everything?"
Well, yes, we were thinking about some of these quiches, and then this quesadilla. I think 2 of those, please. Cheese only in one of them. Thanks very much. And then he looks up at her and says, "Yo, yo, yo, Gwendolyn of the Humana, whatever
Whiz bangs.
her tribe is. Her tribe is called.
Humana.
The whiz bang.
Well,
Well, she's the whiz
No, the
bangs.
tribe.
What
Gwendolyn
tribe?
of the
The Tamir.
Gwendolyn of the
Tamir.
Tamir. You're Gwendolyn of the Tamir from the Whizbangs. We live in your house. Brynn. And he elbows Brynn. Brynn,
Ow! What?
It's Gwen. We just saved your friend Ren.
No shit.
You
We
know
live
Ren.
here.
We just saved her life like twice.
Yes. We know you. We live in your house. Also, an order of the jalapeno poppers, please. But
Jalapeno
yes,
poppers, yes. She actually sits
Saved
down at
your
the table
friend's
with
life.
you.
Oh, and some jalapeno poppers, please.
And they're tied
is
up
all
with
right,
rope.
extra ranch on the side.
Ren is all right.
Well, maybe.
She is now.
That is a relief to hear.
Oddly enough, we've been looking for you kind of sort of in a slightly roundabout way. We just don't know what happened to any of the other Whizbangs. Ren wasn't sure what happened to you. She said you ran off. Did you run? Why? Where did you go?
Necessary to protect something very precious. I thought she would have known that. I didn't abandon her. Well, I guess I did abandon her, but I didn't mean to abandon her.
You need to write her a letter. And he pulls out stationery sending and a quill.
Perhaps later. I am working. Oh my gosh, I should not be sitting. Stands back up. The quesadillo and jalapeno poppers and sorry, did you say the rothe wings or
No, the spinach quiche.
the spinach quiche? Yes, of course. I will get anything to drink.
A mimosa, another one, please. This is phenomenal.
It's just
All right.
yeah,
What fruit
nail.
juice do you have?
Oh, pretty much any kind. We do a lot of trade around Galarian, so it's a very full menu.
Juice
If you
ha-
wanted, do you want like juice with alcohol in it or
No,
not?
Yes, please.
no.
Oh,
Of course not.
I would go with the tart gooseberry white for
that's essentially what a
the
mimosa
with
is, Brent.
alcohol, and you could do a sparkling gooseberry without if you would like.
Do you happen to have good berry?
Good berry, I will have
Berry
to check.
juice. If you do, I would be thrilled. That'd be wonderful. If not, I'll have the
Of course.
What is sparkling juice? Is it bright and
It
in
has
your
bubbles in
eyes?
it.
Oh,
Not
no,
know
no,
how they get
no.
the bubbles in it,
No,
but they
thank
put
you.
bubbles in it.
No bubbles, please. I would like the bubble-less version.
What did they call that? Flat.
I mean, no,
Boring.
I'd like it to be at least 16 ounces,
Of course.
Full.
I will be back with your food.
not flat.
Your drinks first, and then your food. I'm sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed, and I'm sorry. Who are you?
we
Oh, we're the natural ones. Yes, I'm Aviro Starborn. I'm the leader of this group. This is my companions, Brynn Broadriver and Glastoc Steelcloak.
All right.
Sure,
Good.
Brynn and Glastoc just look at each other when Aviro says he's the leader of the group.
Yes, 100%. It just kind of like at this point, it just like rolls off. Like,
Sebastian sent us. You know Sebastian, of course.
Oh, yes, of course. Is he well?
He's quite well. Yes, he's the one who gave us your house.
Oh. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Perhaps we should let Gwyn get back to work. But
I should get your food. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry.
Maybe we can talk with Gwyn when Gwyn is off
yes,
of her
that's
shift.
a great
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
If-
All right.
Oh, Gwen, maybe
Absolutely.
after you bring our food back, get someone to cover you for like an hour, take a break.
We are not too busy right now. It is possible, but I'll have to check. I'll be back with your drinks. And she'll walk back over to the kitchen.
Small world.
Right. I can't believe it. We didn't even try, and just boom, there she was.
Seems like a lot of important people are converging here. We have Whizbang's friend. We have the, murder captain. We have the king of the nerds.
You
Well,
keep using
this-
that word. What does that mean?
This
A
obviously
bookworm, a dork.
A dork. The penis of a walrus?
No,
Why
not-
would you call someone? That's very strange. What's that to do with
Phenomenal.
books?
it's
Mm,
it's obvious that this place is accessed from multiple points around different continents
yes.
based on the people here.
Anyone who
So-
would like to give me a history roll? Go ahead.
Ah, that's not a thing.
That's not a
Oh,
thing.
not a history.
No, it'd be
Lore.
lore something.
Lore something.
What about
Lore
lore
academia?
underworld?
Sure. Oh,
Yes.
I'll give lore underworld a little higher.
Or
DC.
academia?
Lore academia, I will try with a little higher. Yep.
21.
21,
26.
26.
I don't have anything that would apply to
Lore-
this. So
Okay.
I'm not doing it.
What I will say is this is a cafe. This is a restaurant, a cafe almost, of very strange. As the underworld, you heard rumors of a place on another plane that people can go, that leaders in the underworld would meet and drink. And there was a story of uh uh, of pirate ship captains and the guard meeting at a restaurant and talking, and it was weird. Aviro, with all the magic going around, this might be the Fable Cafe in another plane.
Cafe at the end of the universe, perhaps.
Some may call it
say
that
that-
as well.
Did he say that out loud?
I don't know. Does he?
Probably not. He probably does not say that out loud.
Yep.
Okay.
That was a Jeff thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna, do I know anything from my lore underworld check or the same stuff pretty much?
Yeah, that's pretty much
I
that.
know.
That there was this is just, it's a cafe, and the smells and the food are divine. I mean, they're you can, as you're looking over, there's these unusual contraptions of just these delicious foods that um you've never seen before, desserts and some sort of orange liquid with thick liquid with what maybe has chicken meat in it, served over rice, or these bean things of rice, but a curry almost,
Mm.
but smells divine. Yeah, this is just heavenly.
This place is certainly odd. At the very least, it's that.
And in a few minutes, oh, by the way, the breakfast shift is ending momentarily, and then people are starting to get up within the next few minutes.
Mm.
Gwen, you know that the breakfast time is kind of ending, and that you've got about an hour, or you got a few hours before about 2 hours before the lunch rush comes in, and the chef is like in the back as Gwen came back. We're gonna side cut to the chef coming back, and it's like, Gwen,
Yes,
do you know those people?
I do not know them. No, they are strangers to me, but they claim to know of me, which is very suspicious. Um, I am concerned.
Hmm. Well, remember, you are safe here. There's no fighting here, so it's all good.
Of course.
Um, if you need to take a break early and figure that out, please go ahead. We've got things covered.
I appreciate that. Thank you. There's something I need to grab really quick, and then I will take them their drinks and go on break, if you don't mind.
No problem.
All right. I'll just be right back. And she's gonna go to her room and get her sword
Okay.
and add that to her server outfit. So she has, when she comes back with your drinks, she has a great sword over her back that is roughly, I think we said 5 inches wide on the blade.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn. Damn.
Um, but she comes back to your table with a 16-ounce glass of good berry juice. We did have it in stock. You are very lucky. The tart gooseberry white for Brynn, and
Nice.
she
Thank you.
turns to Glastoc and says, "I'm sorry, I was so preoccupied that I don't think I even took your order, but I got you this." And she slides you a shot.
Perfect.
This is called
Good guess.
a red-headed harlot.
That's awesome.
It is a
Of
little
course.
strong.
Of course, he looks immediately at Brynn and gives a wink as he downs it.
Brynn kind of looks at him like, hmm. That's badass. And I'm watching Glastoc intently for the reaction. Is it good?
Oh, I'm sure it's wonderful. Yeah.
Aviro has slumped in his chair, and you can tell he has just drank something from his childhood, and he is just in heaven.
That's
Is it
awesome.
good? We are down to
It's
the
so
last
good.
of the batch.
It's so good. It's so good. I'll probably have another.
Oh, good. However, I am on break now, so if you wanted to have a talk, I would be happy to speak with you.
Yes. So I think we might live in your house. You were
Yes, you mentioned that.
at one point you were with the Whizbangs, correct?
I kind of consider myself to still be with them, but we are currently not adventuring, so it is difficult to say.
I'm pretty sure you're broken up.
No, that sounds right. Yeah.
Well, isn't on 102 dead? A couple are missing.
I mean, I honestly, if you probably know more than I do. I've been here for quite a while.
Jay,
Um,
isn't a couple of them dead?
No, Dalian moved, broke, left the Whizbangs and went to Magnamar. There were only three, or there was maybe
Oh.
four, but mainly three at this time. And then Ren has gone to Schmalt Marsh. She left and kind of left the Whizbangs and just went her separate way.
Well, Dalian went back to Magnamar, obviously.
Well,
as
she
you
knows
know,
that.
of
That-
course, yes, Stallion. That was a very sad day, but
and
we understood.
Ren has given up adventuring. She's pretty much gone back and devoted her life to her temple. So there
Good.
really are no more Whizbangs as far as we are.
She's with Pepper, and which
She
Gwen
is
knows
with our friend
Pepper.
Pepper.
She's with Pepper.
She is indeed with Pepper, yes.
Oh, thank goodness! I am glad to hear this.
Yeah, oh, of course, yes.
Actually, I do have a couple of questions if you have a moment to answer them.
We have all the time in the world, good lady.
Okay, good. And She's going to sit down in the fourth chair, but she has difficulty navigating it with the sword, so she actually has to end up drawing it and just sort of tilts it against the side of the table.
Oh. Brynn
Okay.
is bedazzled by this sword. Like she just is looking at it like,
This is a beautiful sword.
It
This
is
yeah.
very, very
And-
well cared for. But there is some damage along the tang of the blade, where somebody has inscribed strange figures. You're not sure if they're words, runes, what they are, but unless you speak Tamir.
I flip my glasses and am able to read them.
oh my god, that's awesome.
I make
Okay,
a
fancy
decipher
boy.
writing check.
Amazing.
You would see that it is a single word,
Mhm.
Sarad,
So Rod,
which doesn't seem to translate to anything, though, I'm
Ah.
afraid.
much like Nico Kafi doesn't translate.
Is
No
the
idea.
is the
How does
party
work?
eating while you're talking?
Yes. Oh yeah.
This
These
Yes.
jalapeno
is
poppers look
this is
like
some
gas.
of the best food you have ever tasted in your entire life. Each morsel, each thing is so tasty and full of flavor and just you are just it is so good. It's mouth-watering and it's just it's bedazzling your just inside and just completely.
We're using the word bedazzle a lot
Yeah, I know.
tonight.
We have used it twice.
It's,
That is the
it's
allotment of
tonight's-
That's a
bedazzles.
lot.
It's more than I usually do.
Tonight's word for the game is bedazzled.
Very
No,
special.
but
Glastoc. He elbows Glastoc. Glastoc. Glastoc, you gotta try this. Quesadillo. You must absolutely give this here. Just and it's like cheese, big long
Oh,
cheese.
you should try the dipping sauce with that. It actually is makes it very good. It is a little spicy though. Maybe you can't handle it.
He picks up the little ramekin of sauce and he kind of starts to drink it.
Oh gosh, no.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're going to need another good berry over here.
and it's the thing, I got this as the other waitress, the blonde elf, that
I apologize. You should have dipped the food into it and then, yes, there you go. That'll be better.
Well, dipping sauce for a reason, Aviro. That's pretty common for him. He said he tends to look before he leaps. I mean, leaps before he looks. I don't. And Brynn is like messing up her words because she has got a half a jalapeno popper in her mouth and she can't even think straight. It's so good.
So my first question, I suppose, is how did you get here?
Vero points at the door.
We came through that door.
Right, but I mean, there's a little bit more to it than just
Where did we
opening
come
a door.
from?
I suppose that is part of the question, but mostly it requires a level of power to get here.
And we
I thumb over at
possess that
Glastoc.
level of power.
I see.
What was the name of the inn that we were at, Jay?
Yeah. I was
the
gonna say-
roadside
Roadside Inn.
inn.
Yeah. So yeah, we our starting point was the roadside inn.
In Verisian.
Ah, okay, that makes more sense. So you're traveling the plains.
I mean, not like a vacation, but we have to find these shards, you see, and we found one in an offshoot off of the roadside inn. And
Hmm.
then this was the other door at
And
the roadside inn.
The wayfinder you guys left behind led us here.
And Brynn pulls
You
it
have
out
the
and shows it.
wayfinder.
Brynn pulls it out and shows it.
Just kind of study it for a moment. Is the ghost still in the attic?
What?
Is the ghost still in the attic of the house?
Alcove.
I'm sorry?
What ghost?
I think he said
The-
what ghost?
Oh, the little child's ghost that
No,
lives in the
we
house.
have to move. We have to move. We have to move.
Oh, with the little hand, with the tiny handprint. Remember how we found the handprint on the windowsill in the dust, and we heard the laughter. Remember, you guys, the one
She
time
is.
we heard. You don't remember that when we
Well,
heard
the-
that?
I put my hand on Aviro's mouth and like shh.
Yeah.
So you
That would
opened
explain all
the.
the creepy stuff that was going on. in the
Okay.
house.
Because
Yes.
Dalian had trapped it, but then I suppose you probably opened the door.
Oh,
and
good. Oh, good. Not
Well-
only a child ghost, but a trapped child ghost.
You weren't
That's-
sure what was going on with it. You know, it's a ghost. So
Well,
Oh,
we also discovered the what would you call it? An arboretum upstairs.
oh yes.
Yeah.
yes, it tried to kill us.
And
Oh,
and
Ringo.
some other people that
Mm.
we think are looking for the shards.
Who would that be? I wonder.
And as Glastoc kind of takes his fork and he kind of draws, like traces an M on the table.
Right. Okay. So you're here looking for something.
Yes, Brynn like opens up the Wayfinder and points at the one little shard that they
Yeah.
found in the little receptacle, and she's like, "We need a bunch more of these."
And it's
I-
currently glowing, and the hand is pointing straight at Gwen.
I had a
Gwen
feeling.
is going to very quickly reach out and clap your hands together, closing the Wayfinder.
It's you. You have
I
it.
don't know what to do.
Do not show those things so openly.
That's what I said. What do we
Put it
not
back
have
in
on
my
the show?
bag.
What do
Have-
we want to know?
You are. Oh my goodness.
What do we not
Aviro-
have on the show?
Aviro, dear, we can't understand a word.
Aviro?
It's only getting worse as you get more panicked.
Vero, as you're eating and the food more, your tongue now becomes completely fine, and that you have this feeling of the food you just ate cured it.
Oh my god.
What is in this?
This is,
Oh, good. You're better.
it literally is, you are eating Hero's Feast at a critical success.
That's badass.
And it's
That's
in chat.
awesome.
You have
Our-
20 temporary hit points after you finish your dinner.
Our chef
Oh.
is very good.
Say,
Apparently.
well, when do you have the thing? Do you have it?
I would like you to think for a moment how this looks from my perspective. I ran to protect this thing. I came here and was given, oh, what did they call it? Asylum. And it is safe here. And now, 3 people show up looking for it, recognizing me. How can I know you can protect it?
You can't.
It is a blunt but very bit demoralizing answer. I was hoping for something more.
Aviro,
But it-
my
she-
friend is very blunt and quick to words. And I like give Aviro a look. And I would just say, we are clearly able to protect this one.
How long have you had it?
About 8 hours.
Long enough. I
Mm.
whack
Less than
Aviro.
24 hours.
Eat
And-
some more spicy shit.
How many times have the M's tried to take it from you?
None.
Yet.
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 We have crossed paths with the M's before.
We sort of know their leader.
Okay, you're going to have to expand on that because that is a really big red flag. Am I using that word right? Red flag?
Your pronunciation was excellent. Yes, of course. Quite well done. All right. So, A while back, the three of us met at an adventurers guild, and we were given this crate to transport, and there were horses, and as we were traveling
The
along,
quick
we
version
saw
of
that
Aviro.
oh, he's our pet.
Was
He was. It's it, listen, Gwen, it's very confusing. So there was a black dragon. We raised him from the time when he was just an egg. And then we don't know exactly what happened. There was some timey-wimey, and he got older
Oh yes,
and
that happens.
eviler, and he got evil, and we don't know what we don't know we don't know what to do about it, but he is the leader of them now, and that's what it is.
To be fair, he was always evil, as a black dragon by their
Aviro.
nature is. We were hoping to instill the wonderfulness of not being evil in him.
Difficult to do.
So
Oh,
he's
wait. And he digs in his pouch and he pulls out the coin that Sebastian gave him with the emblem that the Whizbangs would know.
Bastion, of course.
Sebastian gave us this coin, this medallion, this emblem. Ren
My
recognized it, don't you?
I do, yes. I my I have been away from home for a long time. Years, in fact. And I left home to find the shard that the M's stole from my people. And I know if I bring it back there, then they will just come again. It is a problem. But I worry that if my entire tribe could not protect this, how can you three?
I mean, you're being awfully critical of our abilities when you are essentially hiding in a tavern with your one little shard. We are trying to collect them all so that we can bring back this. Jay, we are trying to bring back a good deity, right? Is
Yes,
that
yes,
right?
yes. Narni. Mhm.
We're
You're
trying
going
to
to bring
bring
her back.
yes, because the M's want to the M's also want to bring her back, but make her evil, right, Jay?
Yep.
Because the M's want the worst. So we have to do the right thing before they can do the wrong thing.
I understand that, and I appreciate you working to bring back Narni. She's. I miss her.
You knew her?
Briefly.
What was she like? And he pulls out quill and parchment.
Cryptic. Spoke in riddles often, but warm.
Like to the touch?
And
Like
no,
warm to the
her
Personality of
attitude.
Vero.
Thank you. Yes, she was a kind soul. She helped orphans.
Oh yes, we found her orphanage with, oddly enough, all of our relatives' names on the wall. Surprisingly.
Yours as well.
Is very strange. And Pepper's Grove painted on in a painting. Her family grove was painted there.
I don't know anything about that, but there was not much time when we got back, and she was gone. So
Where did she go?
destroyed,
Oh,
but Sebastian trusts you. You're pursuing a noble goal. Though I like it here enough, my heart longs for home.
You should come with us.
uh, tell me then what it is you need from me.
To stand in the front.
I look exactly at her sword and look back at her and just kind of shrug. Like it should be obvious. And preferably that shard in
Hmm.
here, as I point back at the Wayfinder.
So you cast spells, she points at Glastoc, and you looks Aviro over a couple times. I'm sorry, are you even old enough to be on an adventure?
Yes, I am old enough to be here. Thank you.
For the record, my
Hmm.
reaction is exactly Brynn's reaction.
Wow.
Are you even old enough?
Wow.
You look to be some sort of wizard, yes?
Yes, theoretical arcanist and mathemagician, thank you.
I
That
lean
is
to
a lot
Glastoc.
of
I'm like,
words.
some sort.
Hmm. And then there's you, who
I actually do the hitting and the lock picking and the sneaking.
you're a picklock.
Something like that.
She's the criminal element.
It is an important part. I recognize that.
Just don't play her in any dice games.
Oh,
I'm just good at dice. There's nothing I can do about being lucky.
And then Aviro bites his tongue real hard.
Good for him. He's learning.
Learning what?
hmm. I will consider it.
Well, how long are you going to consider it? We can't just sit here eating this food, I mean, forever, though I would like to.
I mean, you could, but that would be not progressive to your quest.
Right. Well, what do you have to think about? What do you have to
Whether or
consider?
not, whether or not I trust you enough to protect it, and whether or not I go home, or if I go with you. There are many things to consider.
And Brynn kind of like, she like sighs and she's just like, well, among the things you should consider, maybe consider that this quest is bigger than you and it's bigger than us. And maybe consider that there's 3 of us and 1 of you. Do you really think you're better able to protect it than all 3 of us? And then Brynn kind of glances down at the sword again and kind of like second guesses what she just said, but she's trying like real hard to maintain eye contact.
Gwen does not break eye contact with you as she leans forward
The table creaks.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Puts a little weight on it.
I gave up everything to protect this. I gave up my family. My friends gave their lives to protect it. Do not question my commitment.
Brynn just like back, takes a drink, and you see maybe if Aviro is sitting right next to her, like right next to her, her hand is shaking just a little bit.
Also, I know I haven't been in a fight in like a couple of months, but I'm pretty sure I can take at least 2 of you.
I fold.
That's when I was to say Glastoc goes, well, are you counting him?
You'd
Points at
probably only have to
Aviro.
take 2 of us.
Aviro,
you-
I will say this. You did
you win.
read the fine print of the menu because you read
Mhm.
everything, and it did say violence is not allowed.
Well, violence is not allowed in here. It said so on the menu. At the very bottom.
Which
in very
is
small
why
print.
I have claimed asylum here. The M's can come, but they cannot take something from me if I do not give it to them.
I don't know if they tend to care about things like rules.
Well,
The rules are backed up by some things that, I mean, you're welcome to find out about at your convenience, but I would not recommend it.
I look at
Oh, I'm not
Glastoc
a fighter. Don't
concerned.
worry.
I would kind of look and I would just say, well, while you consider, can we just stay? Like, are there
Yes.
rooms to rent here?
I mean, I am staying in the cellar, so I'm sure that it's a very spacious cellar. Like you could probably get some bedrolls in there. Just give me a little bit of time to think about it. I'll bring you some more jalapeno poppers.
Thank you. They're very good.
Do you have any baked goods?
Oh yes.
Could I get a cookie?
What kind?
What do
Oh
you
my
have?
god, they have all the That's awesome.
Well, let me just peruse the menu, and he
Oh
opens
my
the dessert menu, and
god.
What's the dessert menu?
it's
Yeah, there's a cheesy cake. There's raspberried, some berries,
do you
says raz, some
do
boo.
you have any cinnamon fudge brownies?
I'll check, but probably we are
I'll take one of those.
very well stocked.
Great.
Glastoc it was, right?
Yes.
Would you like something to eat? You've been very like you've just nibbled on a couple of things.
Glastoc just ate 2 breakfasts
Yeah,
20 minutes ago. He's
yeah,
really...
yeah,
Mm.
I'm full, but I do want you to know, we don't question your honor. We don't question your motives. We understand why you came here now that we understand what this place is. But I believe the 4 of us united has a better chance to protect 2 shards than the 3 of us have to protect 1 and you staying here forever to protect the other.
Gwen's going to stand up and kind of nod and just pause, then just kind of give you a nudge in the shoulder with her fist as she goes off to get your refills and food.
I leaned to Glastoc. I'm like, it looked like she listened to you. I said the same shit, and then she didn't listen to me. She looked like she was about to pop me in the mouth.
To be
What's the
fair,
difference?
that
I
happens
don't
with a lot of
understand.
people.
What's that?
Nothing?
What I thought.
Brynn,
Sometimes,
Aviro, and
it's not what
Glastoc.
you say, it's how you say it.
Brynn,
I still don't
Aviro, and
understand.
Glastoc. As Gwen walks into the kitchen, you notice a 4-foot tall, young, you would swear a young elf, like with longer hair, black hair, with a black outfit. You swear she's like maybe 10 years old, 12 years old.
So like an
the-
infant?
No, in a
Oh,
equivalent,
relatively.
but
Okay.
but she looks kind of
She's
like
like
an
80.
elf. Yeah. But she has this very, she is even more emotionless than Aviro. And she's just has her eyes looking at all of you as Gwen walks by. She kind of looks up at Gwen, and Gwen, you get a little nervous when she kind of looks at you because she still makes you nervous. Because
Avoid eye
this,
contact.
yeah. And this is the muscle of the restaurant.
What? Okay.
So
Is
you
it like
notice
that
that
creepy
Gwen
little
is,
mechanical kid from the boat?
no, this is a human, this is an elf, flesh and blood that you can tell.
Okay.
And do we all notice this?
Oh
weird
yeah, you notice
exchange?
Gwen is uncomfortable as she walks by this person. And this
I
person
would-
is just emotionless looking.
I would lean to Glastoc and be like, is it just me, or is the tall blonde scared of that little kid over there?
I don't blame her. I don't like children either.
No, I mean like mortally scared. Like scared that he'd kick her ass.
Yeah. Well,
Aviro, in your
Yeah.
head, you hear, I'm not a child.
Jesus Christ.
wow.
Yeah, that little like what the fuck is that little kid gonna do? Like, good
Glastoc!
job.
I think she can hear us.
What?
I think she
Perhaps we
can hear us.
Perhaps you shouldn't talk so loud.
I'm not talking very loud.
I'm not talking loud. She's way over there. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
And
Just
she kind of stares at
not there
Brynn.
anymore.
Brynn, you feel cold as a shiver goes down your spine.
I think I had a piss shiver.
And as you look, she's looking at
Yes.
you.
Brynn waves. Hi.
No
How far
reaction.
away is this kid?
Up 20 feet away.
Ugh.
She
I take it
doesn't
back. She
talk.
makes me nervous
She
too.
her mouth doesn't move. She doesn't talk. And you hear the cook go, Abigail, can you grab the items? And she just kind of looks at him, doesn't say anything, and he goes, thank you very much. Clearly there was communication, but she never spoke. And Gwen, you know this. She only speaks telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Oof. Well, Brynn takes a little Brynn takes like a little block of wood out of her bag and like a knife. And she just kind of shrugs and like eats the last jalapeno pepper. And she's like, well, since we're gonna be here for a while. And Brynn like starts carving something. And if you give her 15 minutes, 10 minutes even, she has like a little bear that she's carved out of this tiny block of wood. And then she would want to take it to the little kid who she still assumes is a little kid.
Give me
Eats
a
off.
craft roll, please.
Okay, I will.
See how
I'm happy that
beautiful this little thing is.
crafting roll. I got a 24.
24. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good. So I take it over to her, and I again still assuming this is a kid.
She's
Brynn like
kind of
crouches
cleaning.
down,
Yep.
and she just like holds it out to her, and be like, "So you giving me and my friends over there the stink eye? Figured I'd bring over a peace offering in case we offended you in some way."
And you hear in your mind, without moving your lips, I'm not offended. I'm just protective. And you see her eyes shift for a second. The same way Rocky's eyes would shift as when he was in human form. But what you see when you look in those eyes, I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh my god! Oh my god! When you say wisdom saving throw, do you mean will saving
Yeah,
throw?
will saving throw. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Oh my god! No! I got an 18, but it's not good. Not my best. I rolled a 5.
You are frightened. You are paralyzed with fear.
Oh no.
And you are clumsied. One, as you realize you are just standing there motionless. And she just kind of looks at you and she just takes the figure and goes, turns around and walks in the back. As you see Brynn still standing there motionless.
Glastoc will get up and move Bryn back to the table so she can sit down.
Am I just like stiff as a poker? Do you pick me up like a cardboard cutout?
Yeah.
And as you're moving her, your limbs start to come back a little bit, and you're like kind of you're helped to sit down. And after about a minute, you finally come back to your senses in a way.
Okay, we should not fuck with that kid.
That would be smart.
Do I get my brownie?
I did my best.
Oh yeah, it's
Uh,
coming. Well, when Gwen comes back.
You get it
It's like-
warmed with some ice cream on top, and
I got Glastoc, I got a feeling that girl is like maybe like a dragon in human form or something. There was something. She blinked once and it reminded me like Rocky.
Oh, that's very interesting. I hadn't thought of that.
I nothing about this place at this point would surprise me. I mean, if Gwen has chosen this to be her sanctuary, there's something very powerful protecting it.
I think we
Took an
found
awful
it.
lot of energy just to get in here.
Yeah, this is
Right, well-
not your common riffraff, obviously. This is a, I hate to use the term high class joint, but it's definitely a safe spot for
Delicious food.
You
people
need
and persons
you need to
to
keep up
conduct
with the honeyed
business.
words when the frickin' tree comes back. You need to keep up with the convincing and get her to just give us the fucking shard so we can get out of here. I don't like
What
this.
tree?
Oh, I'm talking about Gwen.
She's not a tree.
No, she's not literally a tree, Aviro, but she's very tall.
And why did? Oh, all right.
Gwen will return with a plate that has like 6 different types of cookies on it, and another plate that has a cinnamon caramel fudge brownie with a helping of vanilla ice cream on top.
Oh, is the ice
Oh,
cream melting like a little bit?
Yes.
I'm,
Oh,
I'm
Like pooling
so,
around the edges.
I'm so sorry. Gwen, I'm so sorry. Could I get one without the ice cream?
Gwen just kind of looks at it, looks at you, and slides it over to Brynn.
thank gods! And I like immediately start eating it.
And it is the most delicious thing you have ever tasted in your life. Like nothing compares. It is
I imagine Brynn gets
almost
like one bite in, and you see like the same almost level of paralysis, and she just like sits back, and you see a tear roll down her cheek. It's like, this is very
Does
good. I'm willing to pay for this if you go get him what he wants.
does do I get my ice creamed brownie?
Yes.
So you guys will see Aviro with this brownie, and he'll take it and he'll place it in a napkin, and he'll hold it up to his nose, and he'll just waft in the smell,
Mhm.
and then he will cover it back up, and he puts it in his pouch.
Oh, I'll
Oh.
save a little to go.
No, we have
Hot
containers
potato.
for
I
that.
oh, you do?
Yes,
Could I have?
of course.
Already
Are they
pudgy
airtight?
on the inside of your
This-
bag.
Eh,
Tupperware.
It's very sentimental to me.
Gwen will go back and get a to-go container for it, and another one for him to enjoy now. And a tray of shots.
Now
Thank
you're talking.
you. And Brynn like divvies herself one, and she would just be like, "What are we drinking to?"
Well, I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking you probably needed that after meeting Abigail.
Yes. Never mind. Boom. Brynn drinks without toasting, and what is her deal?
She's the reason we're safe here.
And she is a dragon, I assume.
I have my suspicions.
She gave me a good old blinky blink, and she had dragon eyes, all right.
Give
Is
me a
that what
blinky
that
blink.
is?
Yep.
Oh, I've really only met the dragon a couple of times, and it was when they were trying to kill me, so.
No. Ooh, she was something. She was something, all right. And Brynn still has that feeling, like, you know, when you get shocked, like with electricity, and you can kind of feel it for like a couple hours after. That's kind of like what she feels like in her hands. Well, have you?
You notice Aviro does not drink the alcohol.
I take the one that's in front of Aviro, and I take it also. Take another one. I'm
This
just like,
alcohol is some of the best alcohol you have
oh.
ever tasted as well. This is the good stuff.
we don't get out of here in a timely manner, I'm going to live for about another 5 years, and that'll be it.
Gwen, I will remind you that this particular restaurant only opens every third day.
So we are lucky.
We did.
We did.
We sure did. The odds of this happening were 33%.
Okay.
Ayo.
Glad we didn't try this one yesterday.
So you are. You said you need me to travel with you. Where are you going?
We're trying to accumulate, as Brynn tried to say. We're trying to get all of the shards to prevent the group that we both know of from accomplishing their mission if they get all of the shards.
Does your
So-
culture have a taboo against saying the word?
Well, I don't know who's here, and
No one's in
Yeah,
the
but-
restaurant anymore.
Okay.
They
Oh,
left.
All right.
good.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay.
You shall
Yeah,
not
I was
remain.
more worried about, like
Eavesdroppers.
yeah,
Mhm,
when
mhm.
Brynn pulled out the Wayfinder, I didn't get a chance to try to stop her. I wouldn't have done that.
Sorry, I'm so fast.
I already had my suspicions as to why Gwen was here. But yeah, I mean, let's be honest. We're in a race against the Blue M's to collect these shards. We don't know if they have any.
That was
We're
going
u-
to be my next question.
we are only working with the information that you and your group left behind.
Which is
That's
not
why-
much.
No. And that's why we're
Mm.
you know, we're trying to prevent them from accomplishing their mission.
And this
By
one, and I lean I put my hand on Aviro's shoulder. I'm like, he's making the most of what was left behind.
Ah. Oh.
We were able to get this one and obviously make our way here.
Hmm. It seems that fate is on your side as well. The cafe only opens every third day. So
Thank gods we made it on this day. This has
Yes.
been a wonderful day. And Brynn looks again wistfully at the brownie.
you have
Glastoc kind of looks at Aviro and is like, gee, glad we knew that when we tried the magic to open the door.
Yep.
Don't hide behind your notebook, Aviro. We can still see you.
I'm writing it down.
I mean, I won't even tell you what would have happened if you had tried to go through the door.
Oh no, please tell.
When-
Oh no, no, no. This is for research purposes. We must know.
Oh no, it is
You
too
know?
terrible. It is
Have you
too
tried?
terrible.
How do
Of
you
course,
know if you're
I am still
here?
corporeal.
Oh. She's probably seen it happen, Aviro. Just don't press the matter.
It is very bad.
How bad?
You would not want to eat that brownie if you knew.
Brynn
People
shrugs
get
and takes another bite still.
Is all of this food made
It's
from?
so good.
Is all of this?
so good.
Is all of this food made from people that don't make it through the door at the right
Of
time?
course not. No, I mean we do have some patrons that have very particular palates, but it is not what we do with the people who go through the door when they shouldn't go through the door. Not that I have anything to do with it. So you're going to go and you're going to collect the shards and you're going to unite them and everything will be good.
That's what we're
Hopefully.
trying to do, yes.
Can I be honest with you three?
Please.
Have you not been so far?
About to ask the same.
No, I suppose I have. Can I
Can-
be open?
Continue. Yes.
Have you not been so far?
No, I have been
Aviro,
very guarded actually.
Let
Oh.
the woman speak.
Thank you. So, I would really like to get out there and kill as many of the blue M's as I possibly can. And I think that my best bet for doing that would be to join you for a bit. Perhaps if I can see you in action, I can trust you with the shard.
So we're in the middle of a tryout. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
this Brynn is like this feels patronizing.
You're not used to people doubting you, are you?
No, I'm very used to it. That's the fucking problem.
Fair enough. But
Mm.
as you said, this is bigger than us.
Brynn nods and kind of deflates and shrugs. She looks at Glastoc and Aviro.
I will travel for a bit with you, maybe go hunt some M's on my own. I do not know. We'll see where the road takes us, but it will take me a moment to gather my things, pay off my debts. Please enjoy this while I get that taken care of.
Just we would greatly appreciate your company. But again, to be open and honest, we don't go out hunting the blue M's, but we are not opposed to eliminating the ones who are in our way when we're trying to shut up, Avero, when we're trying to accomplish this mission. So if it's revenge that you want, and only revenge, that is not our primary goal at this time.
Nor should it be. But it is so kind of the enemy to bring themselves to you.
Oh,
Is
they
not-
don't have a problem finding us. Trust me.
I think we can work together. We're not hunting them, but they are hunting us. And she is hunting them. Might just work out.
As many as I can find, yes. And if I ever do run into your pet, I do apologize in advance.
For what?
We don't consider him a pet anymore. He's actually our number one adversary at this point.
Good, then you will not mind.
Not mind what? What am I missing?
She just kind of like pats Aviro on the shoulder as she goes to gather her things, quickly coming back with your bill, which is for 6 silver pieces.
Oh my
That's
god.
it?
Shit. I give a gold. Compliments to the chef. Damn. Okay. The whole time Gwen was talking about killing Rocky and Aviro and Glastoc, we're like, oh, whatever. Brynn is just silent. She's still kind of sizing this woman up, no pun intended.
Not an easy task.
No, she's gonna be at it for a while.
Yeah. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah. Made it to the knee.
Look at those abs.
My God. What is her leg day regimen?
Oh, every
Um,
day is leg day.
You
Yeah, damn
hard
right.
work?
There's got to be some giant blood in there somewhere. So yeah, Brynn is gladly eating this brownie and thinking about what Gwen said, but deciding that it's totally worth it to finish it. So good.
Brynn, Aviro, you were eating the brownie as well?
Oh God.
So he brought me 2 more brownies,
Yep.
one in a to-go container.
Yep.
So he eats the one that's on the plate and has the to-go container.
Did Glastoc eat the brownie? Eat a brownie? The
Oh.
cinnamon chocolate fudge brownie?
Probably not. Glasslock's not a sweets guy.
Brynn and
He'd
Aviro.
much prefer smoked meats.
Yeah. When you were tasting this brownie, pepper came to mind.
What?
Because
I'm
it-
shocked.
It was just the cinnamon, this
Same.
fudge smell is just so pure that
Why
it
do you think
remembers.
he keeps smelling the brownie? That's why he ordered it in the first place.
I forgot about that. Oh my God. That's so precious.
And
And a little weird.
are reminded the first time you ever smelled pepper.
Oh, God, that is so awesome. Oh, And Brynn just kind of starts packing up her stuff, and she goes to stand up, and like I forgot we're all tied together.
Nope,
I
Glastoc
think
untied
we.
himself.
Oh, okay. I think I've probably untied myself at this point too, and Brynn like reels
Silver's
the
got two
rope in.
two 10-foot lengths of rope attached to him.
I would probably while we were talking, because I guess Brynn would have discovered it when she went to get up and go talk to the little kid. So she would have untied herself, and then like when she comes back and they start chatting again, she would probably like just as they were talking, untie it and like fill it up.
Okay.
Once Gwyn comes back out of maid uniform, now in her armor, which I have to actually go back to my notes on what her last armor set was.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you did run out.
Ah,
So you may not have had your armor on since it was breakfast
Yes.
time when you're hit.
yes,
But
unfortunately.
you're fairly confident that we're gonna when you get back to Sandpoint, you'll probably get it. So and some
Okay.
other stuff.
There is a set of armor in one of the rooms in the house. We're not sure whose it is. It had all kinds of.
I know.
Oh,
as Gwen leaves, the female elf, blonde-haired, tall elf, comes up and gives you, Gwen, a big hug. It's been so.
I will come visit.
Yes. And the small, dark, just silent, you hear in your head, strong. Be strong. Swing hard. Be you.
God.
I will maintain eye contact with Abigail and just give her a gracious nod for her protection.
And she just kind of looks at you and just like, hmm. And you it's just a slight acknowledgement of like lip and cheek, just a slight. And then the chef, he comes out. When it's been a pleasure. You are always welcomed here, always, anytime.
Thank you.
If you need to come back, sanctuary is here for you.
I appreciate it. Once things are set right, perhaps I will.
Please. I know that several of the customers will be sad that you are not here,
Yes. I will miss them.
especially old man Glenn.
I will not miss him.
Oh, it's that
After-
kind of customer.
That is true.
He once told her to smile more.
His band it was up last week, so
And I am leaving just in time.
yes.
Oh, Jeff, they very much enjoyed the food.
And as brings out, there is a box full of already wrapped of certain meats, brownies, desserts, curries, and food.
I take it, but I immediately hand it to Glastoc. I'm like, you need to dole this out judiciously.
well, should
That
I
is very
catalog it
kind.
first?
Hey, sure.
What is cataloging?
Well, cataloging is a wonderful thing where you take every single item that you have and you
Glastoc
put
puts
it
his
in a
hand over
specific order.
Vero's mouth.
He basically writes down everything that's in there. There you go.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That way, if somebody gets up and, steals a brownie in the night or something, everyone will know about it.
Well, it's
Oh.
just for inventory purposes. It seems very normal.
Of course.
You would have liked a Dalian.
I don't think I would have. Everything I've read about him, he seems quite a ponce.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
But he did like his cataloging,
Is he responsible for that library?
partially.
Then he's a twat.
Ooh, wow.
I look at Glastoc and I'm like, like that. Like I don't want to be here. Eyeball.
Worst library organization system I've ever seen.
Aviro,
took me-
bear in mind, this person might have been Gwen's friend.
He's not wrong.
Oh,
But he
Doesn't
was
change the fact that he's terrible at organizing a library.
So I
the
have a question,
organization.
Gwen.
Yes.
How do we make sure we go back to the same point that we came in at?
I know.
Would Gwyn know that?
Yes, Gwen would know that, and it's automatic. So
right.
whichever way you came in, you automatically come out, and however long you spend in there is how long time goes. There is not a timey-wimey thing. It's
Okay.
basically it's a transport you to
Oh.
another plane. You eat, and then you come back. So everyone is going through different doors, but they come in to the same door at the
Okay.
restaurant.
I
But
see.
so the people from Geb leave. They came in from Geb. They go back to Geb,
They go
where
back to Geb.
exactly where that door is, and that door will disappear in certain locations every 3 days. This particular one is that it's there and that it's only active every 3 days. So it's an actual door. It doesn't disappear.
Gwen, I have a question.
Yes, Aviro.
What does Neko Cafe mean?
Cat Cafe.
Cat cafe? I've seen no cats.
Uh-huh.
Wait, are we eating cats? Is that what all this is made out of? Is cats?
Gwyn steps through the door.
Wait, no, wait a minute. And the girl follows.
Brynn smiles and she kind of like looks at Glastoc and she shrugs. She's like, I
Yeah.
like her. And then
Yeah.
she goes through the door too.
Yeah, I was worried that Gwen may have come in at a different spot than we did. So that was what I was,
Nope,
because
because of the-
that would be bad. It's like
one of
we
us
walk
holds her
out.
hand,
It's like,
then she gets to come with us. That's the rules.
So as you were having this thought pattern as you're coming out, for whatever reason, there is something else at whatever magic created this also created the understanding of if a group leaves together, they stay together.
okay, yeah,
Vera has documented all of
yeah,
this.
that's the whole thing that I was
Everyone
worried
knows
about.
the rules of the magic bar door.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
because we like I don't know where Gwen entered the bar from.
True. That's
you
a
know?
fair criticism.
Very true. So, but
So.
yeah, so all of you step out, and as it's noon, as the sun is coming high, and you're standing outside the roadside inn. And Gwen, you recognize the roadside inn because this is where you went that one time where you got pushed into the back of the service entrance and saw that asteroids and things of that nature, and you were thinking that may have been a location. And then, but you also had the I believe Dalian had a succubi encounter in the
Yep.
So once we pass through the door and we're back at the roadside inn, Glastoc's going to turn to Gwen and say, I hope you don't mind me asking, but how did you activate the door?
That is a good question. I
and
think
that-
Just leaves it at that.
Yep. And you don't need to know no more than that.
Yeah, it's
Mine.
like,
That's
okay.
Nanya.
she does not know magic.
Well, I
It
kind of figured
appeared-
that. That's
Maybe she just is magic. Maybe the shard opened it.
Ooh.
Shard is magic.
yeah.
all
I
Gwen
just-
remembers is that she was running and the door just appeared. A door appeared in front of her in the forest, outside about
Okay.
a mile away
We've
from.
seen this, right?
That's
We've
right.
seen this
no,
happen.
No, see, that's why I was asking all of these
Yes.
questions.
Yes.
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 Because
It was
of-
just in the woods.
I will
Remember-
relay that information.
Yep. So remember a post-credit scene?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
That's
Gwen
why I
in the
was asking.
That was
post-credit scene.
Gwen.
Yes.
It's all coming together.
All coming
Yeah.
together. And
Yeah.
as you start walking towards the front door, the camera pans up to the light shining on the shadows as they get to the front door. And that is where we're going to end
Dude,
tonight's
I
episode.
love it. Awesome.
Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you players. Thank you Ryan. We
Welcome,
are
Ryan.
Yes. Welcome, Ryan.
we have a lot to do. Just before we say goodbye to our wonderful players, I wanted to give a quick announcement to everyone else is that we are taking a slight hiatus. I wouldn't call it a hiatus, but our next episode won't be until October 2nd, which is the first Wednesday of October. It is going to be our special guest spin-off one shot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we will be getting all of our guest stars, except for Ryan, all of our previous guest stars together for a one shot. Unfortunately, one of our guest stars is not going to be able to make it, so I will be playing double duty when it comes to that.
Damn,
But-
Bill.
Nope, not Bill.
Oh,
It's not Bill.
But look forward to some interesting future natural ones collaboration, because we hope that this one shot is going to spin off another 6 or 7 player
Oh my god.
together
wow.
at the end or the beginning at the end of this year or at the beginning of next year. We are going to be doing another combined large group event, and I can say that this will be one of the most epic events that I'm going to be torturing this group with.
Oh my god. And we are looking
Great.
forward to it.
Thank you
This
again.
is like
Hurt me,
this is
Jay.
like
Hurt me.
Happy Days, and they're like Joni Loves Chachi.
Yeah.
You got all kinds of spin-offs going on. I love it.
Thank you again, everyone, and let us go around. Carrie, thank you.
Yes.
How are you doing, and where can we find you?
Oh, I'm doing great. This was a blast. Welcome, Ryan. You did great.
Thank you.
I'm Carrie. You can find me on obviously this channel on select Wednesday nights. On Monday nights, we are wrapping up a Pathfinder campaign over on Mini Terrain Domain, and we are about to start a new one, so that will be Monday as well. On Thursday nights, I'm on Mini Terrain Domain playing Kids on Bikes. And on select Thursday nights, I'm on another channel called Dice Tales Live, where we play Pathfinder 1E, actually. So if you're in the mood for some math made interesting-ish, check us out. That's it.
Thank you so much, Carrie. Lovely to have you, as always.
At ya. Back at ya.
Jeff, how you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you so much, everybody. This has been great. I am Jeff. Ryan, it's so great to have you here. I want everybody to know that Ryan is my wife's best friend from like 2nd grade.
Oh, geez.
Like
That's awesome.
I've known Ryan for 10 years. Like it's been a very long time, and I'm so happy that he's here. He's a wonderful human being, and I'm just so thrilled. I don't have anything to plug because this is the only game I play in, so I'll just plug the Paralympics. If you've not watched the Paralympics, give it a watch. It's better than the regular Olympics, which is pretty great.
Ooh, thank you, Jeff. Jim.
Yeah. Like Jeff said, this is the only game I play in, although I will be at Gamehole Con in October. And according to a particular GM who will remain nameless, who runs some of the best Star Wars games I have ever been involved with, I will actually be in a streamed game from Gamehole Con.
Hey.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So
Awesome, Jim. Thank you. And Ryan, thank you again for joining us.
Yes.
We look forward to figuring out our schedules to have you back for to see how long we can have you for.
I look forward to it too.
And where can we find you?
I'm currently not on anything else at the moment, but all of the old episodes from Scryer Vision are still up on YouTube.
Excellent. And for
Gonna
those
have to
that
go
don't
check those out.
know, Ryan and I kind of put Scryer Vision. We he came up with a great idea. We produced it. It was the first show on the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer at one time. Jeff, Ryan, and I all played in a game together. So this is kind of a reunion in a way
Little
of
bit.
a long time coming. It's been several years since we've been at a table together that Jeff reminded me. So I'm extra happy that we're able to make this. For those that don't know, the Whiz Bangs was an actual Pathfinder campaign I ran for several years that Ryan was in.
Mhm.
And
Oh, that's
that
awesome.
when we had to uh, put a pause to that, most of the shards was converted to this campaign. So when we moved over to Pathfinder, you took over that campaign. And so to be able to bring old characters from an older campaign into the newer ones is a joy for me. So I'm very, very happy to interweave storylines and past history. So thank you again, Ryan, for joining us. This has been a thrill. And for those who don't know, I'm Jay, also known as Neofed3 on most socials, Neofed on Instagram. I just came back from LA at Gateway Con, and I will be at Gamehole Con as well next month, as well as I believe I'm on next a week from Friday the 13th. I will be on MTD doing Hell Games as of today. I
Yay!
just jumped
Welcome.
in, so I believe 99% sure I will be playing in that one shot. I have to confirm with Jake because I just a spot just opened up. And then I will actually be a player again on MTD with Carrie when the Pathfinder 2 starts up in October, September, and stuff like that. So instead of the always Jim, I get to be a player.
Get to
I'm looking
actually
forward to it too.
play.
And then in October, be prepared because our Hunter the Reckoning 5E or 5th edition, the Hunter Team Beta will be launching. We are pre-recording now, and they will be launching in October around Halloween. And our episodes will be continuing in that series. So we're looking forward to having that. It is World of Darkness, but it's storyline more than Hunter, the monster of the week. But we hope that you'll be entertained by it as well. Again, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate all your time, your efforts. If you like what we do, uh, give us a like, a follow, a subscribe if you can. You know, we've got merch, we've got YouTube, which this will be up by the end of the week or early part of next week. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for having fun. And we always say and when we leave our episodes, be kind and don't be a jerk. Take care. Enjoy.
Bye.